Good evening, everyone. How are we doing today? It is time for us to I'm going to try that again. It is time for us to voyage across stars. Hi, everyone. I'm wearing I am W. Adam Clark, your host, GM, DM, referee, master of ceremonies, storyteller, whatever you want. I don't care. I am currently, I'm wearing a very nice flannel that I got recently that I rather particularly enjoy. However, because I am not going to have a chance to wear my sparkle hoof tomorrow, and I feel that y'all need a little bit more color in your lives, I am wearing my hooded Lisa Frank blanket.
Woohoo!
Otherwise known as the Lisa Franket.
The Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank.
If you don't know who Lisa Frank is, then A, you're probably too young for me to date, and B, your life missed out on some absolutely insane color that is the kind of nightmares that if they were created today, people would swear they were AI. But at the time that they were made, it was literally a person with an actual physical palette using actual physical paint, and that, ladies and gentlemen, either's and neithers, is phenomenal. So do yourself a favor and look up some Lisa Frank. If you can, get you some. If you can't, enjoy the 80s that never was, because it appeared at least in sticker form.
I guess it's on us now, guys.
Correct.
I suppose so. Hi, I'm Ari Cypress Everly. In this new campaign / season of this campaign, I am playing Herodium, the clockwork spellbinder / organancer. A very stark contrast to my last character, Cavelli, who was a Gorgonite. The reason I bring up Cavelli is I've decided my fun fact for today is the off-screen in my head roleplay reveal, in case anybody didn't catch it from the last season of the campaign. A thing that Cavelli never really made abundantly clear to everybody in the party was that the big problem with the Gorgonite's curse was not so much being ugly and the fact that everybody treated them like monsters, which is bad enough in and of itself, but the worst part of it was, that she never really talked about, was that they also have the same standards of beauty as the more beautiful races, as elves, humans, Aasimar, so on. So the problem was it wasn't that, it's just a different standard of beauty because we look different and we think ourselves beautiful. We also thought ourselves ugly, and that was the problem. And additionally, the problem was that I still had to deal with, and this was fun internal roleplay, still had to deal with the fact that the real world dating problems of I'm not attractive enough to date anybody that I think is attractive. So when we were having dinner in Chemwiset's hall, for example, the reason Cavelli kept, looking up, staring at him, and then angrily looking back down at her shit was because she was staring at him because he was so fucking gorgeous. She couldn't take her eyes off him.
He spent a lot to get that way.
What's that?
He spent a lot to get that way.
And then she was pissed about it. So she legit had a crush on a major, world NPC enemy. And that's why I kept making all those jokes about him as a recurring villain and I should send him a Valentine. She was only sort of joking. And she knew she should be joking. But yeah. So, and of course the only thing that took her mind off of things like having a crush on Chemwiset was having a crush on Velius, who was also good looking. So when we had the incident with the Dark Mantle and she was trying to help him and injured him in the process, and then he got pissed at her, she was pissed because she's like, fine, see, this is why This is why you don't be nice to the pretty people, because they're all fucking assholes and they don't appreciate it when you care about them. And just, you know what? Fine. She has approximately the control over the situation of a 16-year-old girl. So there you go, Bacon. That was the shit you never picked up on in the last season of the campaign.
I'd just like to point out that she stabbed me in the face.
She's like, I was trying to help and you don't care. That's like how she was really feeling inside. It's like, I tried to care and help and he doesn't even fucking care.
I mean, people show love in different ways. Some bake cookies, some write poems, some stab you in the face.
I was just trying to protect you. So there's all that fun, and you can kind of surmise the rest of the roleplay from there. There was a lot of such moments where that kind of thing was actually going on, and Billy was just not telling you all what she was actually thinking.
So what you're saying is she spoke the same love language as Arkham.
No, she
Dude, I almost
missed her perception.
died when Occam stabbed Gray's character. I almost died laughing.
You'll notice he doesn't
Stabbing
try
is
that
caring.
on a diet.
Stabbing is caring.
So that's it. That's
Psycho.
my fun fact is Cavilli's internal roleplay.
Okay, I guess it's my turn.
Yep, that'll work.
Hello, I am Sadie Golden Dragon, and I am playing Laios Mateko. And last week off cam, I determined that I want to be a spear fighter. So we're gonna have to see what we can do with getting a weapon from these. They're not.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to borrow something. So I don't remember. Did you pick up a split class, or did you just remember that you had weapon skills that you haven't been engaging?
I have weapon skills and I haven't used them.
But you're going to go on the secondary frontliner position. You intend to do that now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or second rank fighter, or wherever.
Or second rank fight. But
Yeah.
that's good. That's important because that's going to inform like spell distribution decisions and things like that as well.
Yep.
As much as my my Karn was a tank for us, and it was good, and we really needed it. I want to be up there with him, kicking things butt.
All right.
So.
Come on, Marcus.
Okay. I'm Dr. Silence. I play token human in this campaign, Remy Nalin.
You always need one.
Yes, I took the crown from Bacon.
Ain't no token, man. Now, an AC of 20 entirely too many, and ain't no token.
It's a token. It's just a token with 3 C's in it.
It's a big token.
I walked into that. Well done.
But yeah, I play our resident Centurion, and let's see. Fun fact: the person who came up with the concept of programming was actually a woman by the name of Ada Lovelace.
Correct.
Worked with or corresponded much with Charles Babbage when he was developing the difference engine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I was learning about that in my IT course. Punch cards. It was all punch cards,
Yep.
and it was
this is
really
before the
hard
punch
with the
cards.
punch cards.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
back when they were figuring out how they could use the difference engine. And I think one of the biggest, ironically enough, one of the biggest uses that she came up with was creating music.
I mean,
Music is mathematical.
it really is just a complex mathematical equation.
And very procedural.
Trust me,
Yeah.
everyone hates this fact. Ironically, not only musicians, but also mathematicians. Everyone hates the fact that music is in fact a mathematical expression. However, as a musician who also is a bit of a fan of, magicians, I will tell you that I don't hate this fact because both math and music are so integrally linked into how the universe works. And it just literally means that from a certain perspective, you can very easily deduce I would say worldview, but in this case I will say you can very easily deduce a universal view where everything we know in existence is merely a single orchestral movement.
I love that.
That too.
You know
The
what?
Big Bang is the first note of the song. There is nothing before it. And everything precedes and everything exceeds it. And then everything continues to expand out after that point, being both full and expanding exactly the same way a recording of a musical track is. It is both full and expanding. So you can actually make very simply understandable corollaries into levels of cosmos theory by applying musical theory to it.
Yeah.
Which can reach a level of absolutely mind-blowing if you are familiar with both, because there are certain extrapolations that literally have used music theory expressions in order to determine the presence of cosmic bodies.
I love that. And what a great interdisciplinary studies thesis.
Right?
I mean,
Although also you said that and all I could think of is, so the universe was written by Tchaikovsky?
Pretty much. Although one would argue probably more accurately should have been written by Holst.
No, definitely a minimalist.
right.
It's weird. I do know some classical music, but I don't remember Holst.
He's the one that did the planets.
You know Holst mostly because you know the person that ripped off most of his work, which is John Williams. But no, seriously, go back and listen to Holst, and you will hear a whole lot of John Williams in Holst. And again, this is not to make a dig on John Williams. I love all of John Williams' work as much as the next nerd. However, there are no original ideas. Everyone borrows from somewhere, and after he got done with his beatnik phase, most of what John Williams borrowed from was Holst. And just listen.
And Bueller Buellers.
Fair. But yeah, go and listen to a selection of Holst, and not only the planets, but also some of his other works, and you will hear literally entire riffs just lifted out of pieces and then dropped in the musical scores.
Well, all right then.
Sound very familiar. Did they do that on Fantasia? That Disney program that put animations to classical music?
Probably. Because it would have been in public
Then I
domain at that
probably
point.
heard it.
So probably.
I probably heard it then,
Right.
even though I don't remember the name, but that's okay.
Right. Hi, folks. I'm the old bacon eater. I'm all to eat bacons. I play games badly. Around here in this particular campaign, I play Martin Vierstralo. I am in Mistaran, Herald of the Machine Spirit. I'm a big old cat. I went through 2 of my lives in the last session. Oops. Fun fact, I got a new computer.
Yay!
I got an absolute beast
That is
of a
fun.
new computer. Absolute beast.
I've seen pictures. It looks great.
It's fantastic. And it has one of the SSG stickers on the front of it. So it's officially an SSG workstation.
Yay!
Yes. No, seriously. I boot up. If I acquired 2077. The fans kick up for about 2 or 3 seconds on boot of the game, and then silence.
What do you have for graphics card currently?
4080X. Yeah, 4080
Nice.
RTX Super, 16 gigs.
You got me beat.
Nuts. I decided I was going to get some obsolescence resistance. Yeah.
That's what I tried to do with this one 2 years ago.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway. But yes. Right. Oh, I suppose...
Recap.
I suppose since officially I am the chronicler of these insane adventures. Because that's how I wrote them up.
Perhaps.
Kind of.
Although, before he begins with the this is where we remember everything recap, does anyone have anything that they specifically remember, just a one highlight point each or anything from last week?
Oh.
And if not, that's also okay.
Our cat's hurt.
Firecat's hurt.
Fire cat.
Exploding geodes.
Exploding geodes.
I'm glad we're friends with the goblins because they kick ass. That's what I remember. They kept buffing one another and like they almost died but then didn't die and came back. So, you know.
Also,
it was-
ramshackle security systems hurt.
They don't have to be pretty to be pretty effective.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, Mr. Vistralo, why don't you take us through what happened last session?
This is entry 2 of the log of Across Stars.
See, the thing that you can't do is across stars.
That one. Yes. Anyway,
I'm gonna have to just record it, so I just have it on a ping button.
I mean, let's go.
Yeah, get the soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the soundboard. I've got 3 fucking soundboards. I might as well use one.
Let's go. Yeah, anyway. So, entry 2. And please remember, this is written in the POV of the cat. This whole saving reality thing is going to get me killed yet. So, we've been guided over towards the Seshi. 2 of the Krolak warriors were guiding us, of course. Neither of them had the linguistic capability of the one I was able to talk to before, and so we were stuck with hand gestures and the like for a while. We ended up having a near miss with a flying creature of some kind. Never did ask what it was called. But then we come across a volcanic vent, which turned out to be a nest or a den for a small group of Javras, which I have now dubbed volcanic cats because it's easier to pronounce. We ended up luring them out of their den and engaging them, which was probably a very bad idea. I myself didn't suffer very much aside from some embarrassment during the conflict, but Remy took some fairly significant structural damage, and we ended up almost losing one of our Krolak guides. Thankfully, we did manage to dispatch all of the cats, do some gathering of data, and gathering a few trophies, and what have you, and so forth. Yeah, volcanic cats. Scary bits. While we were looking around in their, well, let's face it, refuse, we ended up finding I believe it was a femur. No, it wasn't a femur. was a darn it. Anyway, arm bone, and in this arm bone, we found this world's equivalent of what we would end up calling a spell shard. It's not a one use, but it's a once a day use thing. Specifically, there's a healing subroutine in this thing. Now, it needs to be implanted into someone and then configured. Read that as attuned for game purposes. Presently, we don't have the time, but once we do, we're going to have a backup medical program, which may become incredibly useful, especially if we end up in a situation like we were just in. I may end up being the one who's implanted with that one, but it hasn't been fully decided yet. Now, we also, in our travels, ended up coming across a geological discovery, literally a geode, that ended up having 2 more of these shards in it. Now, this is unusual in and of itself, because normally there's only 1 of these shards in a geode. This one had produced 2, and 2 of rather considerable offensive capability as well, which I found out very much to my chagrin as my curiosity got the best of me, and opening the geode nearly got me killed, as the shards are triggered when you open the geode. Impatience! That will be the... Well, let's be honest. Impatience can get in line. There's a large amount that can be the death of me yet. But we ended up with a Thunderstruck, or Thunderstrike, and a Lightning Bolt, which we won't be able to use until we have to implant them and give them a chance to recharge, because we set the silly things off. Dope. In the meantime, we did manage to find the Seshi that we were looking for, and they had some rather ramshackle gate security, which I'm a little upset about. Yes, I'm a little bitter because I kept tripping all over it, and I ended up putting holes in me, which is not great. I'm a little bitter. I shouldn't be writing these logs with a less than a clear head. But we did find it, and we're making our way inside to see if we can determine the fate of the Krolak that lived there. But frankly, somebody else can face the near-death experience next time. Already happened it twice now, and that's quite enough for me. Thank you very much.
Love it.
I did say.
Love it. Short and sweet. Still has personality. It's fun.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No. Oh, jeez.
What?
Sorry, I thought I'd just completely shut down Discord there. Wow.
I mean, even if you did, it's reopenable.
Yeah. But okay. Anyway. Whew. Right. Where were we? Oh yes, shenanigans. Shall we?
Shall we?
So the 4 of you, having just reached the next Seki, and coming in with 2 Krolak guides, for lack of a better term, you make it into the cave that they are in, and you see probably about 24 various structures. There is a lot of conversation and discussion back and forth in a language that none of you understand. And then after a few minutes, you see another female Krolak, similar in outfit and attire to the one you had met before, walks up and approaches you. And you see her begin casting.
Right. You know, kick of the language translator again. Thank goodness. Oh, good. I'll wait until I make sure she has fully cast. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I am Martin. This is Remy. This is Herodian. This is Metijo. We understand you are having trouble with Javras.
Yes. You made it here successfully from, and she speaks a word which is unable to translate because there is no translation for it, so it remains in its original language.
Right.
But you kind of get the inference from the spell that it's the name of the location of the village you had just left.
Right. That is correct. These two fine fellows helped guide us to this location.
She turns and speaks to the two of them, which again, you can understand and none of the rest of the party can.
Right.
Were you able to avoid all of the nests coming here? And one of them speaks up. We avoided most of them. We did run into one. It wasn't the main nest because it did not have the word that comes through is mother, but it comes through in that way where the spell is questioning the translation.
Their queen, matriarch.
Yeah, basically. But it did not have a mother in it, so we know that is not the main nest and is just an offshoot. Fortunately, it did not also appear to have any incomplete mothers in it, so even though they are starting to spread, it is likely that we are still only dealing with one central nest that would be the problem. Well, thank the fates for small favors then. As difficult as it will be to clear even a single nest is far easier than clearing a clutch of nests. So
At this point, I go, hey, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could, I know you can talk to them and they can talk to you when I can't understand, but do you think you could ask them if they could give me or lend me a spear or even trade some of these cat claws for one?
Oh. Good. I go into the bag with some of the, claw bits.
Yeah.
The-
I have 4 slashing parts.
We are wondering if you would perhaps be able to provide my stone friend here with a spear. We are willing to trade for it. Our resources are somewhat limited at this point, but if that would be possible.
we should be able to supply a spear. I will speak to one of the warriors and see if I can have one collected for you. In the meantime, do you expect to head out right away to try to deal with this nest, or were you planning on staying the night first?
We should probably wait. We have some things came up in our travels here, which we should work. We should implement, and those will take time to charge, for lack of a better way of putting it, to be useful.
Okay. Do you have any need for provisions or wish for trade while you are here? We do not have much, but we can make some services available for you.
Where do we stand on our provisions that were provided to us?
You probably have about another 2 to 3 days of like foodstuffs. If there was anything else that you were needing, they do seem to have a limited amount of most reasonable resources. So they may be able to help with a number of different things if there's anything else that you guys were looking for other than just a spear. But that's entirely up to you guys.
For myself, I don't think so. Oh, I should also check on my countdown. Where are we until our spherical friend is fully charged?
Okay. You set the countdown for basically 41 hours because you wanted to give yourself 10% beyond what the minimum was. And that countdown has gone from... did I just say 40 or 41? 41. So that countdown has gone from 41 hours down to 34.
Okay, so we are not very long. Oh, that's good.
Plenty of time.
But do we need anything? I mean,
GM question. Do I need some metal in order to remake Karn?
Oh, poor Karen.
What you need specifically, according to the ability, is Fabricator. DEF. Here we are. A material cost of 20 silver.
Oh, scavenged from the ground are not going to be 20 silver.
Correct. Now, it is possible you could trade some of the materials you've harvested for things that would have an equivalent value and then try to remake your tiny companion out of that. But yeah, at the moment, you don't have enough materials on you to make one. It would be possible if you acquired a few more things.
Okay. So, can we say, for this intents and purposes, a few bits of metal or bone? Would bone work?
It could. Yeah, most definitely.
What would these people
value?
Metal.
They could have metal. They could have bone. They could have a number of different volcanic ores or stones, all of which would be functional. And as far as what they would value, you do know that you have seen them use the claws and teeth that you have collected as jewelry. So you would assume that those material components to the right people would have some value.
If we could trade for some bits of ore, that would help me remake my tiny companion.
I'll talk to him about it. See if there's any chance of that at all.
Okay.
So I bring that up with my counterpart.
I will have someone speak to you. We should be able to reach some form of an accord. We unfortunately don't have enough to be able to give freely, but...
No. That I don't think that was expected. So.
In the meantime, you should come and see Azoth so that he can make you aware of some of the more specifics of the nest that you will be heading for.
Yes.
Now, as you walk through the village, you see a number of people, and then you come to what appears to be the largest tent. And within the largest tent, you see another warlord similar to the one that you had met before, although rather than having a massive two-handed F-off club, this one in fact has what looks to be a one-handed F-off club and a shield.
Okay.
And we've been told not as many claws or teeth on his necklace.
And not as many claws or teeth on his necklace.
Right. Yes, they're remember very specifically the other fellow said, he's not as much, but he's not as much, but fighter. Okay.
And everyone give me a perception or investigation check. And if you are Martin, you can make it with advantage.
Okay. You said perception or investigation?
I did, in fact.
Which one? Because they're both the same. But advantage is always nice.
Remy, you notice behind the throne, unlike the last Sehi that you were in, behind the throne there seems to be large containers made of volcanic stone. And within these large containers is a number of stored items of wealth or perceived value. One of them, you could just make out within the pile, looks to be made of a metallic material that you recognize.
Recognize as...
The same type of metal as Herodium and the Dovak are made from.
I'll lean over to Martin. It's like, well, that might be the piece that we're looking for.
Did I pick that up with my investigation?
No, because you didn't hit 20.
Yes, it did.
Your number didn't come through again. Weird. Okay, that's...
Yeah, he did. It was 22.
Okay, then yes, you also picked that up, and I don't know why that's not in my chat. I will shrink chat onto the screen just to prove my point.
Weird.
Hey there.
Yeah, it happens.
That was why I wanted to double check something, because I thought something glitched on that roll, and I was seeing if something was broken or not. And it was fine.
You were correct.
Turns out. Yeah,
It's just a bacon problem.
Right, so Remy and I concur that looks like what we're looking for.
It does.
So I address the leader through my counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
The first, I understand. So you have more information about the nest that is potentially has the queen, which is the main problem.
Yes, it is nearby. It's fortunately your guides were able to bring you a longer way around, which avoided the valley it is in. The valley has become all but impassable due to their attacks, which means we are reaching a critical time where very soon that nest will split and become several that will then separate and expand further. So it is important that we find and destroy the mother before she has a chance to create additional mothers.
Do we have any idea what sort of time may be remaining?
Probably more than days, less than months. It all depends on how much activity occurs within the nest itself, to be honest. That is why it is so important that the next strike we make be decisive.
Our only downside is we still have problems with, yeah, or at least the four of us. As I understand, the tunnels are a bit small.
Or perhaps you're all just a bit big.
It amounts to the same thing.
Yes.
Would, if we commence the strike, would the queen leave, or is the queen effectively bedridden?
Oh, no, I mean, the queen could leave. We must make sure that she is struck down
Yes.
without further creations.
Yes. And can that threat be removed conventionally, or if he's more than a simple physical ceasing of her functions, not going to do it?
No, that should be fine. She must be destroyed, but she should be able to be destroyed by, I mean, pretty much any means that normally will end something.
Okay, dead is dead.
Yes.
Okay.
In this case, I believe dead will be dead.
Okay, very good.
This does not seem to be a special dead.
I now have another question. I wonder, sir, if you might allow me to inspect, and I point around to the thing. That thing. Do not wish to touch. Not at this time. I have a suspicion. I am a researcher, you see, where I come from.
He looks back at the woman, and she kind of shrugs, and he goes, I see no harm in doing so.
Pull out the
Mhm.
the BlackBerry.
Okay.
Go take a look, and what have you. Is it of a similar? I'm assuming similar material as our French rhodium and the sphere.
Correct.
With the not the cutouts, but the basically the circuit markings.
Correct.
Similar to. This is it. That cannot be confirmed just yet. But I believe this is why we were brought here. For now, however.
You do, as you have the orb out, you do see a little bit of a sparkle and pulse along its circuit paths.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Yes.
Confirmation. A piece of the Staff of Seven is present.
Can you identify which piece?
I will be unable to identify the individual component until it is placed in greater proximity.
But we know where it is. That is the main thing. Please continue your recharge function. And put it back.
Dovek, recharging.
Confirm 34 hours minus?
Approximate time until the engine is... until the batteries have recharged enough to reactivate the engine. 33 hours, 8 minutes.
Very good. So, we'll look back to my people and the leader in those. We have roughly 30 hours. We must rest. We must determine the implantation of the spell shards.
The witch says, "Excuse me, may I ask what your talking ball is? I've never seen such a device before."
And in fact, up until roughly 14 hours ago, neither had I. We come from a world that is... I mean, there is that too, Harry. We come from a world that is in considerable danger. This was entrusted to us to seek out its remaining sections, of which that is apparently one, in order to return to our world to keep it from collapsing into entropy.
Entropy is an awesome word choice.
I'm a nerd.
Oh yeah, I thought we were trying to push back whatever was invading.
I think it comes to the same thing, from what little I could determine.
So you have traveled from a world which is at risk to reach a world which is at risk?
This is what has happened.
If you are successful with removing this threat for us, I cannot say for certain because the treasures of the Seki are not mine to dole out, but I will do my best to explain to our warlord why it will be important for us to part with that device to you.
If it is not, if it is not integral to your own defenses, and it does not appear to be. It is, but we must deal with your issue first. Yes.
That's what you do.
So we, get chilled out, what have you. I'm going to talk to my crew. So, which of us gets which shard implanted? Because I do want to make sure we have all three of them available. We're going to need them.
You guys could be considered to be having this discussion in a way where you are fairly sure no one is able to eavesdrop on what you're saying.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah. You're having this discussion while at a meal. You are all eating some form of large roasted lizard that basically the entire tribe seems to eat together as a communal function, and there are several of these large lizards that are being roasted and cooked. There are also other things that look like they're either roots or tubulars of some kind, but you're not familiar with them in any way. They taste bland, but not dangerous.
They taste like they're the thing that can survive in a volcanic wasteland, so there you go.
Pretty much, yeah. And
tubulars make sense.
Yeah, the flavors are okay. Like, they're not, it's certainly not the greatest meal that you've had. It is the greatest meal you've ever had off-world, but...
I mean...
So all things in...
If we could somehow create hot sauce, it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But no.
So, all things being equal, it is what it is, and you are able to keep going. But yeah, so you're having this conversation while eating, so your needs are being met, and again, with the exception of the witch intentionally eavesdropping, there's literally nobody that can have any clue what you're saying. By the way, the same goes for every other conversation around you. So
yeah.
Right.
So just assume that there's wandering little red guys mumbling in all directions. George Lucas would love it. Continue.
Yep. Okay. So we have the mass paramedic, we have the Thunderboomer, and we have the Bolt of Ouchie. The Bolt of Electrical Ouchie. So I'm calling it that because it hurts. A lot. So,
Taiko would definitely be laughing a bit at
Yeah.
that.
so
I think that shows some sort of bias on your part, sir.
yes, I'm a little biased because it hit me and it hurt. Nah.
Perhaps next time the rest of you should stand back.
Yes.
That's a good
yes,
idea, Herodium.
Yes. I know. But doggone it, I search for clues. That's what I do. Anyway. So, which of us should have which? Surprise trick. Surprise.
I can produce healing devices myself, and in fact can hand them out and may begin to do so, but someone else should likely have the medical device.
Hmm.
May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Asking the whole group.
Mm.
I think you should take the healing device. Our Centurion should have the lightning bolt, and I would like the thunder because I have the cantrip of stone spikes, which I could technically lay down, I believe, like a call trip, and then push somebody into it
That's
with the thunder.
solid. But that would mean you would need to effectively sucker them into coming close and then fire off the thing to push them out. And that would only work once.
Would be more like I would be getting close to them since I'm going to be trying to hit them with a spear anyway. Yeah.
Charge in, set it off, then make him hit the spikes as well.
Yes.
Interesting. But that's omnidirectional, it's not directional when it's set off.
Oh.
See?
Okay.
Somebody else
Maybe
should have it.
somebody else should have it
Nevertheless,
then.
the secondary melee operational individual should likely have the self-defensive measure of the thing that can erupt from their position.
Yes, that's still...
That is a good point, Herodium.
Yes, if you get surrounded, you can fire that off, buy some time, and, put some ouch, which is good. So yes, Thunder Strike, or Thunder Wave to our friend of the stone. I will do the paramedic, and Remy will take the major bolt of ha-has. Anyway, haha, the major bolt of haha Zark. Anyway, this is good.
This seems practical.
Works for me.
The implantation itself should not take very long. It's just the configuration after the fact. But there it is. So we should probably begin.
GM, will I be able to assist with all of those?
Yes. Is anyone currently injured?
A little tiny
No.
No.
Then yeah.
Do you have healing pool left, Bacon?
bit. I'm 3 points down from the new max, but I have no healing pool yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Which will be taken care of at camp, but yeah.
right, which means you really won't be needed to do any healing checks while camped, which means you would be able to use your healing checks to make surgical tests instead.
Okay, so basically that's what'll happen instead of the temporary hit points for those members.
Yeah.
It's fair, especially if it basically guarantees it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
It's fair trade. So I will be able to assist with those operations when we set to rest.
We get those set out and installed and do the camp. And yeah, do the calibration and all of that.
All right. Also, while you are prepping for the day, who is intending to go and try to negotiate for a spear?
Oh,
20 silvers worth of metal.
Yeah, and 20 silvers worth of metal.
well, I should be part of that since I can speak the language.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What is your persuasion?
+4.
Okay. Would you like to roll for the spear or for the materials first?
Let's roll for the spear first.
I would ask if he wants me to assist, but since I can't say anything, it's
Yeah,
really
it's
no logical
honestly
way to
gonna be
argue
really
it.
limited. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even argue an assist or advantage because I can't talk.
Yeah.
I mean, about the only thing you'd do is listen to what he's saying. It's like, no, put it this way.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose I could give him suggestions as to where.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you'd only hear one side of the conversation, so.
Yeah, that would be an issue.
But if you wish me to accompany you, I can do so.
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
May help, may not.
Yeah, you know what? Could never hurt. As I say, first we'll begin with the spear.
Okay.
Needing spear.
Fortunately, a spear is not a expensive or difficult object to come by. It is a simple weapon for a reason. And it's only going to be 1 silver, so give me a persuasion check.
Let's do a persuasion check. Really?
Really
I
bad.
yawned in the middle of it.
I agree.
Real yeah. Gee, Gray, thanks. That was really bad.
Mhm.
I yawned in the middle of it, and that just screwed everything up.
I mean, they're still going to have one available. It's only going to really affect the price of the barter. So
Yeah.
this one is not
Well-
terribly important. What do you have that you were offering in exchange for a spear that would cost 1 silver if you were home and or somewhere with an economic system?
We have 4 parts of beast slashing and 1 part of beast fire.
I mean, I do have a bit. I mean, I do actually have a bit of currency, but
But not a currency of here.
yeah. But it is still actual silver.
How much?
I've forgot 5 silver pieces. I don't know what the weights would be and what have you.
Deuce, have I seen them have anything resembling bows?
Something similar, but slightly more primitive than what you're familiar with, but yes.
Would I be able to, assist in making ammunition for them? Can I barter that?
Yeah.
As that's something that I'm capable of doing.
You should fairly easily be able to trade service. Yeah, that's quite reasonable.
Because we're going in for a big encounter, they probably want more than they have or have time to produce in one evening. So if I can add to that, and I don't need as much rest as everyone else, so I can kind of more or less work overnight to do
Yes,
so.
That's a fair point. And if we get enough of it turned out, they could go Agincourt on this thing for a bit. Yeah. Good shout.
All right, what?
Actually, I haven't. I wasn't thinking of this when I was doing spells, but would I be able to make some of them the special cold ammunition for the raiding party tomorrow with one of my spell slots, one of my mana points? Or 2? 1, 2? Do I want to do that? It's a big investment, and we might want to save that for part 2, but since my bits can be handed out, and that's the whole point, can I make a batch of
Yeah.
cold ammunition for these as well, so that whoever's coming with us also has it.
Yeah, basically what you would be doing is you would be creating the ammunition and then enchanting the quiver or case or box or bag that it is in to make the ammunition into ice rounds. Yeah, that's even if you weren't a spell binder, if you were trying to do that from the wizard incantation of the spell, it would still be possible. So yes, most definitely.
I mean, that's a pretty big offer, and you might want to save it for the second one, but I just thought of that.
Yeah. You know,
Even just to help make ammunition for the first part of it, I think is an offer I can add to your negotiation.
do that, and then I can. Again, not knowing what the weights are, but I'm hoping that our element AG is their element AG. So I will take out two of my silver pieces and put them down in front of me.
In
and
exchange
push
for
them
this
over.
beer? Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me drop a spear on the card. And then for attempts to acquire
20s of the
right.
of metal bits, so Karen can be rebuilt. And we can potentially get a lot of ammo put for you. Some of it specifically to be used against the Queen Volcanic Cat that does not like cold.
Right. Herodium, can you give me a fabricate or a technical roll?
Sure.
And Laios now has a spear.
I think I did that right.
20. Or, no, 18.
Yeah, I already added it.
How many arrows can you do per spell?
20.
Cool.
And I even have 2 mana points that I have not yet spent today. So.
Right. So, yeah, we'll simply say that uses up the rest of that, and then, we'll do your spell list as the correct method for the class, starting with the first full day where you've actually started from a making camp in-game.
Right, yeah, that works. And then that way they can distribute that ammo however they want among the portion of the party that they're bringing.
Right. And Martin, give me a persuasion roll.
I'm going to spend peanuts because I don't want another absolute crap.
All right. And how are you explaining to them what you're offering?
We do have some bits from the claws and whatnot. But also, my friend here can fabricate range ammunition for your bows that is specifically tailored to work against the volcanic cats. The thought is, if you can distribute this ammunition to your best to be used, and then they effectively be held in reserve and used against the Queen, as this ammo will specifically target the vulnerabilities.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
And I put advantage
with advantage.
on that.
Yep.
Because I desperately need it. Come on, blow up. 17.
17 is not bad. They are more than willing to trade the 20 silvers worth of material for 40 arrows, either ones that Herodium makes or enchants, or both, in exchange for for the 20 silver's worth of materials. That's not a problem at all.
Okay. Good.
That's a good deal. It gets us, the materials and helps us in the fight.
Right?
Right.
Win-win.
So we have tiny distraction once again.
Mhm.
Tiny sackfly once again. But we'll also have 40 specialized rounds to try to bop a queen, which is cool. I just said cool.
Ba-dum-bum.
That was.
Ba-dum-bum.
Sorry, I'm gonna pay
We just chilling.
Oh,
Uh,
come on! I'm trying to dig myself out of this, not make it worse. Okay.
What do you want? My character's made of metal.
Anyway. But, so, negotiations, stuff, sundry,
Things.
get the implants dealt with.
All right. So for that, let's do these one at a time. Herodium, who are you working on first?
Who wants it first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, see.
And which spell store item were we doing?
Yeah,
that's the Thunderbolt.
Thunderwave?
You get away from me.
Yeah.
All right. Please give me a medicine roll.
Yay!
A 20 is definitely sufficient. We will say that with a 20, there is not even any appreciable damage.
I basically have to do less than 6 hit points of damage, huh?
I have listed it on your card as a spell. It'll just function correctly as a spell, and that's just the easiest way for me to imprint it on your card at the moment. But yeah, so you have access to a Thunderwave.
I do understand that it is once a day,
Correct.
and I will only use it once a day.
Yay! All right.
All right, Remy, you're up.
Yep.
And this one is which one?
The bolt of Dark Shark, the lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
For him. Yes.
Is that the biggest one?
Yep.
Does that make it more difficult?
Of course. So I'm
I
glad you got the
these were
20 out of the
tiny.
way already.
Right.
Well, yeah, a capacitor is tiny too, but putting it under someone's skin is still a delicate operation without it discharging into them. Technically, it already discharged, but it could technically discharge again. You never know.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna take the advantage on this one, just since it's gonna be the hardest one.
I don't think that's a bad choice.
I mean,
Here.
I don't want to
I
fight.
we're working
I
with
party
you.
member today. I don't know what order they were rolled in, but I'm gonna call that a good call.
Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, so a 17. Roll me a d4 minus 1. Remy will take 2 points of damage.
That eats into his 6 that occurs during camp, I guess.
But will have a once a day lightning bolt.
It's not too bad for a once a day lightning bolt.
That seems a
No.
reasonable exchange to me.
Did you have any healing pool left?
Yeah.
Because I still have cantrip healing that.
I'm down 2 points and 12 points in the healing bolt. So
So he was down 2. He took 2 more, so he's down 4, which means he can. Yeah, you guys can pull that. You can pull that back up. That's not a problem.
Okay.
And the last one.
And the last one. Yay!
It's good. All of them you rolled 20 or higher, except for the one to try to insert the highest difficulty one into Noctis. I
Two
appreciate this.
attempts. I mean, it's fine.
I mean, at least it wasn't the double one I was expecting.
That would have just been hilarious.
So,
And which one was this one again? The
This is the
Join.
mass healing word. Third level mass healing word.
oh, so it is
Because
also
I'm sure
the
a
same
deck
level.
save
then.
wouldn't apply to that.
oh, that was a high level one too, so it's fine. This a high level healing one is somehow less intimidating to install than than the lightning bolt.
Roll a d4 -2 for me.
-1. He's healed.
So no damage.
No damage.
I mean, I am inserting a healing sliver, you know.
Now,
Oh, we didn't even.
Break of healing.
it doesn't matter yet because the only one of you that is a spellcaster is Martin, and he does not have access to third level spells. Or higher than third level spells, which is where it would become important. However, just so you're aware, should your character survive to the point where you have fourth level spells, you can, when using the spell store, boost it further by using in your case, your Herald spell slot
Okay.
to raise the level that the item is cast at. It would cause you
So
to
he can still upcast it.
so you can still upcast it. Because you're a herald and you don't have individual mana, you would have to use the slot to
Right.
upcast it. If you had been a wizard and you had access to 4th, 5th, 6th level spells, when using the item, you could additionally empower it with mana equal to half the level you were raising it to that you were able to cast at in order to boost the spell.
Yes.
Still cool.
They're neat little trinkets. And again, the medical implementation can be permanent, but can also be temporary. And when your fabricator reaches a level able to fabricate magical jewelry, would be able to turn them into more standard, less invasive magical items.
Yay! Magic slivers for everybody.
Chick slivers.
Out of curiosity, what sort of weapons and arms do I see around?
Give me an
This-
investigation roll, but you have enough time to make it where I will give you advantage, because you can take an hour to make the test.
Yeah.
Their tech level is oddly Bronze Age at best. I say oddly because you do see some metal fabrication, some smelting that is occurring. It doesn't look like it's iron. I mean, it doesn't look like it's bronze, but it looks like it is smelted iron that is done with approximately the tech level and skill level of a Bronze Age civilization.
Okay, and is there a prevalence of shields, or is it mostly like the two-handed sword?
There are almost no shields that
shields,
they seem
okay.
to have culturally. You do notice they do have some, as I said, they have some naturally occurring iron. They also have, for arrowheads, for spearheads, for sharp bits on weapons, they seem to mostly use volcanic glass. So even though their weapons are primitive in make and materials, they will oddly be as effective as any steel weapon that you may have brought with you for, purposes of combat resolution.
I was gonna say, single shot arrows, obsidian's gonna be basically just as good.
Yeah, exactly. Like an obsidian-headed spear, it might as well be steel. It's a little bit more fragile, but it's oddly sharper. Arrowheads, they're not going to be recoverable. They are going to shatter on impact, but they're going to shatter in the wound, and that's just worse.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that. It's like
yeah, I was more interested in case
buckshot
in case there were other shield users that I might need to coordinate with.
Unfortunately not. It seems like from what you can see, the only actual shield users here would be you and the warlord.
Okay.
Almost like the concept of defense is an emerging technology.
I mean, that's probably a real thing.
Is there anything else that the party needs to do before you guys, officially set up for camp? You have your materials to, remake Tiny. You have your spear, and it didn't actually cost the party effectively anything because the materials being used to make the arrows are ones that are being supplied to Herodium locally. They're locally sourced. Everybody's going to be healed to full. Your all of your mana comes back. Your spell slots come back. Your healing pool comes back. And that is going to be a perfect spot for us to take a break before we go into the fight in the second half of the show. So we're all going to get up. We're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we will move on to see what happens next. Everybody, feel free to get up, take a step, walk around, stretch it out, and we'll see you all in a minute. Bye. Boop 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 boop. So is everyone excited?
Woohoo!
Everyone will start the day with which stat did you put the buff into?
Intelligence. My
Okay.
casting stat.
So everyone will start with 8 temporary hit points.
The hit points are proficiency bonus plus stat bonus, so it's 6.
6. I looked at your saving
Yeah.
throw modifier, which is actually what the thing would be, but
It's funny because the number of party members is proficiency bonus plus level. The number of hit points is proficiency bonus plus stat modifier.
yeah, I decided to make it wide rather than deep.
Yeah. So it'll be 6 temporary hit points.
Okay. You will be having going with you into the belly of the beast. Hopefully not literally.
Hopefully not literally.
The Krolok Warlord, this Sechi's Krolok Witch, and 2 Krolok Warriors.
Okay.
Which 2 do you want to give 6 temporary hit points to?
I'm actually fine with letting the warlord make that call if Martin wants to start communication on that.
Right.
Him and the witch.
You got it.
Morning comes, you finish your preparations, and you head out. Being led to a cavern where you go down into a very deep, very dark cave.
Oh. Karn has light.
Okay.
When I made him, I made light ability. I think it's
Okay.
just like a torch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That is perfect.
Also, Sadie, I know, actually, yeah, as a matter of fact, do this in-game, Herodium will come up to Leos and say, I know you already have a companion, but if you wish another one, you may have the next one of these, and hold you up the cube with a little button, the little transformer cube that turns into a familiar.
So I can have anything that's half a hit point.
Half a hit die. So, like, something that would normally have, like, 1 to 4 hit points. Yep. Also, please pick a color.
Color?
Yes.
Orange.
I just love how there is yet again just rocks as little character indicators on the map. Just like there was Tuesday, as there was always a rock from the very beginning of the campaign. You had to be there.
Karn, which is Rock's big brother.
Yes.
Can I have a bat? I think a bat would be like 4 hit points, right?
Sure
That definitely fits. Yep.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
So we've got a squirrel, a badger, and a bat.
Yes. And a pile of rocks.
What a pile of rocks.
A pile of rocks with 40 hit points, thank you.
As opposed to
that is pulsing out light to a range of 60 feet.
Yeah.
That's frankly fantastic, actually.
Right?
I know.
that is
Fabricator.
Good job, Sadie.
I shall
Brings
name
whole
you
new
Nog.
meaning to useful as a pile of rocks.
Right.
It does.
Don't
It
diss
does.
the pile of rocks, man.
It's a very useful pile of rocks.
All right. Sadie also now has control of the movement of the pile of rocks.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I do. Oh, look at that.
Yay!
I put him back now.
Okay.
Now he's an inverted pile of rocks.
So, where do you all go?
Okay.
So this is we just got into the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mostly hang at range, so I'm probably staying back.
I mean, are there any signs of the little beasties down below us? I assume this is a ledge of some sort.
That is a ledge of some sort. Please
does
give
look
me
like
a
it.
survival check. Is this a temple of doom? It is a temple of doom. Doom, 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 doom.
Okay. By the way, about the feat I didn't take.
Okay.
Can I have
Resist to lava.
It's the ability score improvement. I want 2 points. I want to have the ability of survival and add 2 points to it.
Well,
Make it proficient.
that would not be ability score improvement. Ability score would improve one of your stats by 2 points. If you want to use it to gain proficiency, I believe it's skilled, and I believe it's 2 or 3 options between skills and tools. Let me check real quick.
Okay. I picked the wrong one. I didn't know.
That's fine.
But you understood what I meant.
Once you described it, yeah, it was pretty clear. Skilled professional, you gain a +1 to any attribute, and you can choose 2 skills or tools to be proficient in.
Nice.
Okay. I'll take survival. Oh, it's not letting me because my card is not.
And what?
And I think I will take investigation to be skilled at. Well, no, somebody else has that. That's intimidation anyway.
You can take investigation.
You know what? I think I'll take medicine.
Okay. Now, for your 1 point to an attribute, do you want to put it in dex, bringing your dex to a 10 and meaning you no longer have a dex penalty? Or do you want to take it to intelligence, making your intelligence an 18, giving you a +1 to your, fabricatory stuff.
I think I'll get rid of Dex negative because I just took 2 Dex skills.
No, you didn't. You took medicine, which is a wisdom skill, and survival, which is a wisdom skill.
Oh, wisdom skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, let's get the negative off of Dex.
She's just like, I just don't like negatives.
It's not a bad choice.
Dex happens. Dex comes up.
It'll be helpful. It's like acrobatics is now no longer a negative if I have to do an acrobatics.
Right.
So that's good.
Okie doke.
Might have to take that feat again and get really skilled. And then buff strength. It'll be a 10.
All right. So, to answer the question, for your survival check, you do see there are several paths branching out from this corridor that you've come down. Most of them seem to head this way into the cavern. Only 1 or 2 seem to go this way.
So I'm seeing little trails come down
Exactly.
the face here.
Yeah.
Go on.
But I'm assuming that this is a little steep for
It's a little.
for most people. Yeah.
It's a bit. It'll be a bit of a check to try to cross.
And the consequence of failing that check is lava, or
It looks hot.
Floor is lava. Consequence for failing the check is floor is lava.
Duly noted.
Consequence for failing the check is melting.
I was gonna say.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm going around.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Yeah. Yes.
Alright, come on, Karn. We need
Yeah,
you to
get
go.
on up here, Karn.
Gotta go first. So we can see what we're doing.
Okay. As you come around, you do find that this edge has what looks to be a cooled lava vent rather than a still molten one. The downside is climbing down here will be a trickier check than trying to jump across the river of molten lava. The plus side is failure in this case means sliding down the rock wall and hitting the rock ground, where failure on the other side means falling into the river of molten lava.
Liquid hot
Only a
magma.
wish spell could bring you back from that, I think.
Well, maybe all of your body doesn't fall into the lava. We'd have to roll it and find out.
Yeah, it depends on how much they pull out.
Exactly.
Bad idea.
If you all do the finger trick before you try to make the jump, you have much less to worry about.
I've got a big... Oh, because that's my view, not the rock's view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why I can't see the lava flow. Now I can see the lava flow. We were saying about dexterity?
Actually, are there any would there be any place to secure a rope maybe up here?
I mean, to you, everyone in the party could secure a rope to you, and you could help them all down. That seems pretty reasonable. Other than that, you're not sure of anywhere you could put a rope up here. However, you are sure that you could... You are trained in how to brace to help full-grown centurions in battle dress to be able to scale down walls, and none of these people are half that weight.
well. I mean,
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
All right. So you step up and you brace. And who has a rope?
I've got one of my. Actually, did we have like our basic stuff?
I'll say yes.
Okay. So I've got an explorer pack with the rope.
All right. So who would like to be the first one to climb down?
I'll
And
volunteer.
Brufus would like to know who's going to borrow Gray's dice.
Oh, don't say that. It'd be me going first. What do I need to roll, sir?
A athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
You have advantage because you are climbing down a stable rope.
I could just do that twice then,
Mm-hmm.
right? Oh, 13 plus a 13.
Hey, you did that twice.
26.
You manage to successfully scale your way down the wall. What are the movement types for your pile of rocks?
Movement for the pile of rocks is walk 30, climb 20.
It can just climb down.
Okay.
Because it can't fail.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, climb 25.
As long as it's a climb, it automatically passes.
It can climb.
Who would like to go
I
next?
debated between climb and fly and decided climb.
I play a card when I can curse for free. It's true.
Honestly, we should probably take turns. The Crowlock should probably go next,
All right.
so that we can keep the parties mixed.
And that's a fail.
Ah.
Can I attempt to catch?
You
The
can, and if you fail, you will wind up splitting the damage between the two of you because you will catch the hard way.
Okay.
All right.
It's still splitting the damage, so.
That would be an athletics check. And no advantage
You know
and nothing else you
what?
can use for it.
Well, I can't use any cards?
You can, but I meant no other skills.
Oh, yeah. I will do this.
Okay, please roll and add 10.
A normal. Oh.
Yeah.
As she starts to slip, you easily grab her, pull her to the ground, and life is fine.
Oh,
Nice.
No damage. That was worth it.
Yeah.
I'll come over.
Give me a athletics or acrobatics, and you have advantage because you are climbing a secured rope. Rappelling down a secured rope.
A silly question. What does the witch and the warlock think of my walking pile of rocks?
I have seen it before.
That's true.
Oh, I'm sorry, the warlock, the warlord.
Oh,
He is confused as to how the pile of rocks is ambulatory. She's just figures it's some kind of magic that she's never seen before because you guys are weird.
That we are. Pretty much no matter where we
New
go.
York Giants! Tell me if you get the reference.
Nice. The warlord is going to fail the roll.
Oh,
Is anyone going to try a catch this time, or
I'm not equipped for that.
I'll try again.
okay? Please try again.
Okay, and that was athletics.
Correct.
Okay, baby, give me a good dice. Oh no!
No.
Ouch.
Too much. My negative is actually worse, so.
You will both
Ooh.
take 3 hit points of damage,
Okay.
which
Well,
will
that knocks off the temporaries.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah,
that halves the temporaries.
Mhm.
That's okay.
yeah. So that's what they're there for.
Oh, that one was only a warrior, not the warlord. So that's actually 3 points of damage. Boop. All right.
I will offer to, cantrip that.
Okay. That's 3 points of healing.
I guess it's time for me to go down the thing.
Okay.
Come over here. Grab the rope. Acrobatics with advantage.
Correct. You are fine.
Oh, good.
I mean, cat. Cat's gonna cat.
The warrior will attempt to be better than the other warrior. And he is. Via translators, the warlord is like, do you want to go down first and I'll hold? Or do you want me to go down and you can hold?
You can go down.
And he will do so. Spectacularly.
Proving why he's the boss.
Please give me a athletics or acrobatics check there, Remy. Not with advantage, because no one's holding your rope. Ah, you're fine.
He doesn't need it.
I'm actually skilled in that.
Yeah, he don't care.
All right.
But we still see the paths coming down and from here.
And heading this way.
Looks
All
like
right,
tracks
fine.
lead this way.
Very close to lava.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
That's just something on the map.
Okay.
Consider that all to still be solid walkable ground.
This?
Yes.
Okay. That looks kind of like a
No,
crooked thing.
hold up a signal to
map. It's fine.
and I'll hold up a signal to stop.
Okay.
And I'll point off in this direction.
Can I see it then, since I see it?
I make it go away. All right.
That was very fast, actually, for that.
Nice.
And then from there, yes, you see that over what it looks like over on the other side of this, of the landing, is where the nest appears to be.
Okay.
Because you were able to see a thing that you were able to see.
But I don't see any way over there. I see a lot of lava. Oh my god.
I kind of look towards Remy and the Warlord as, like, look back and forth between them to see if either of them seems to be making indication of where we intend to make a stand.
You see that he is right now. Did you share your plans with him vis-a-vis your spell options and strategic
I would
options?
have, yes.
Okay.
I would have put them in the conversation.
He is right now kind of looking back and forth between this spot and this spot. And he just kind of looks at you and is like, how large is the effect of your spell?
So yeah, I'll kind of like measure gesturally, the area, like from me to him or whatever.
Because that looks like these two entrances. And if two were cast in those spots before they see or hear us, then that would be before the fight starts.
I can do that, because even though I predetermined them, I would have just smashed the two together, right? Like, I was originally going to do it as upcasting one, but I don't have to, right? I can...
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I can... let's see, does it make noise? Will that...
Oh, it will make noise, yes. Spellcasting is noticeable.
So I can hand one to Martin, and I can take one, and we can both, like, each target a different spot, and we can drop them, and that's how we're starting the fight. It's basically what we're saying.
You got it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you're talking
Okay.
about the fairy fire?
No, the hail of slivers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the fairy fire is going to target creatures within an area. So
Yeah.
we have to wait till we can see them clumped up. But the hail of slivers will actually just stay there. So it will create a basically a brambleless gateway for them to come out. In order to come after us, they have to try to get through a damaging terrain first. Is pretty much what that does. So it looks like Martin's going to the upper one, and I'm coming over here towards the lower one. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. 10-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything within a 10-foot radius.
There you go. So anything trying to move through any of those squares, which means anything trying to come out of the mouth of the nest area, will immediately enter the effect. Yeah.
Yeah. Has to make a dex save or take 2d6 slashing damage as it comes out. +1.
+1.
Is that per
Plus one.
square that it moves, or is it just entering or exiting?
It just says entering the area.
And voluntarily entering the area or beginning its turn in the area. If it's over lava, would it be an obstruction for anything trying to pass, and would it be difficult terrain? Only if it's something that would consider the lava difficult terrain. Which may be telling.
I was going to say, or possibly something flying.
Or possibly something flying.
Possibly.
But we already know that they're immune to fire. So
Yeah.
Right, so they don't care about the lava. But they would still presumably go through that way because this is a tall thing in between them.
although it could still be considered difficult terrain, if it's considered to be like muddy or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it won't be 10d6 damage per turn to them because they're immune to it.
Although actually, if it could be moved up one square closer, actually up and over one, yeah. That way we could be like right there.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Have we now?
Woo!
Some of those were on your side.
Sure.
I specifically toggled
God,
the map
roll back.
for Leos, but I don't see her on the list. I only see Karn.
Which doesn't have a number either.
Well,
Yeah, because I haven't looked at that.
try Leos again.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Who has bad counter the best kitty initiative. Okay? Do you want that to be the cat that's at 17 or the cat that's at 17? All right. And with that, let us begin. He's going to come to here. He's going to shoot across the way. I'm just going to use this to roll for arrows. And the cat will have cover. And he will miss. We'll do it again. And he will hit.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Doing 6 points of ice, which becomes 12 points of damage to the cat.
Yes!
Rhodium, you're up.
Alright, I will also target the one kitty I can already see. And that's...
And that will be a hit.
Yeah! Oh, and I didn't even add my +1 to either of those. So, +1.
So that'll be 9 icy damage.
Yes, 9 cold damage.
Okay. That's 18.
Yes! Oh, and it's a +1 before it doubles.
Yes.
Fantastic! Slam. Yeah, that's my turn at the moment.
Hey, you're not going that far. Back up. Alright. So, please do your icy hot damage. Your hail of slivers.
Oh, right!
Oh, wait, I get a dex
You just
save.
get a defense first, yeah.
And that will fail.
Cool. So, hail of slivers, it is 2d6 slashing damage.
+1.
+1.
It's one. That's pretty good.
It's not bad, right?
Not bad.
Not bad for basically free damage.
And it will now attack you.
That's yeah.
Or it will now attack Leos.
Yes, yeah.
With a bite. Which will hit. And 7 points of damage. There you go. And Martin, you are up, sir.
Right. One has successfully made it through the hail of slivers.
Correct.
And it
Well,
is
they
now-
probably all will, but...
I mean, okay, fair. And is now trying to chomp on my buddies.
Correct.
So I pull out the blackberry, I draw up a North Circuit and fire off Eldritch Blast!
Okay.
And I must remember the +1 to hit and the +1 to damage.
Do you have any push-pull tricks on your Eldritch Blast yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. Is that
That will hit.
dirty 20? Good.
Dirty 21. Oh, no, you added in the +1. Dirty 20.
Yeah, I
It
already
hits.
have the +1. And I did that here as well.
Yep.
You suck. I'm getting embarrassed again!
You are.
Ugh. But that's what I can do.
You can do 2 of those. No, you can't. You're level 4. Never mind.
No, I'm on level 4.
I forgot what campaign we're in.
Low level!
And we're still small.
Low-level blues.
Or pinatas.
Dex save.
It is a fail, so please do 2d6 plus 1 damage, sir.
Oh, well, that's. Oh, no, that was mine. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, because he's the caster, so he gets to roll.
9 points to that cat.
9 points of catting. And that's as far as the cat can move. And the leech is up next. And the witch.
The witch has push pull tricks.
The witch is going to move to here, and then you will see a sudden gust of wind kick up, which oddly affects none of her allies.
Nice.
Sweet.
Which with meta magic?
Yep.
Nice.
It will fail, so it will be pushed
Ah, yay.
15 feet away.
Do I get an attack of opportunity as it goes by?
No, because it's not a voluntary movement on this part.
Ah,
Nice ass though.
Oh, good ask, just in case.
And it doesn't take additional damage
Sure.
yet, right? Only when it starts its next turn.
Correct, because it wasn't voluntary movement.
Same reason. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Just double check.
However, also, its movement through the gust of wind is considered halved.
Okay.
Please note that does not make it difficult terrain. It is halved.
Right.
And then also, if there was difficult terrain, it would be halved again. That's why it's
Okay.
important.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of us have ice storm.
Yes.
I know, right?
That would be hilarious.
As her minor action, because this can be done once per round, and it doesn't say it can't be done on the round it's cast. Oh no, it changes the direction, not the placement of the template. Okay. It just means you can make the gust of wind go the other direction.
Oh, that's hilarious. The wind can literally push pull.
Yeah, the wind can just push pull.
Come on,
Okay. So she won't do that. So that's that. And it is now the Remy turn.
Fourth, what I was gonna do.
I mean, allies are like that.
Yeah, it happens. I am going to hold an action. Just in case this... Because there's another cat that I know about that hasn't moved. It's probably coming my way.
Probably.
So I'm going to hold an action
Okay.
for opportune moment for the lightning bolt I got.
Okay.
Because if said cat happens to get right in front of me, that's going to create a nice double hit straight out.
You just want something else to get hit by this lightning bolt that isn't you.
I do!
You should
I mean,
not waste time using his new magic items.
Hey, it's a lightning bolt. You gotta hit more than one thing with a lightning bolt.
Exactly.
That is 10 feet of movement. And now its movement gets
It's gonna be halved.
halved, so so its remaining 40 becomes a
Right.
remaining 20. Which means it can get just far enough to get hit with slivers.
Oh yeah.
But it passes its saving throw.
Ah.
All right. And Leos, you're up.
fortunately, I do have one ranged attack, so that's what I'm gonna use. What I can do.
Who are you aiming at? Cool.
Hissing.
All right.
That's already a little hurted.
A little bit.
Oop.
A little bit hurting.
Not
yeah.
myself. I don't want to target myself.
Don't target yourself.
No. Book of Spell. Stone Blasty Blast. Oh, I did. Eclipse.
I have to do a what kind of saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw. Or take 1d6 throw damage plus 1. Because of the...
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
It does not pass.
Okay.
He shall not pass.
Shalom.
That was really an iconic point of that movie.
It really was.
7 points.
Nice.
That pretty good for level 4.
That's pretty good for a cantrip at level 4, that's for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because I had forgotten to roll initiative for something, I juggled a couple numbers, and the next one up is going to what should have been moving at 7, which is going to be the big cat.
Yeah.
That is going to make it 25 feet before entering the cone of no, which means it can move another 12 feet in the cone of no, which means it can kind of get stuck there.
And that seems to be satisfying for my requirements for the held action.
I mean, yeah, because that's the big one.
It sure does, boyo. Good timing.
Now, you used your minor action to hold your round, which means you have your move and your major in case you need to, jiggle your position a little bit to try to hit more things. But
I don't think I'll be able to hit all.
don't think you'll be able to hit all 3, but, feel free to try.
Because that does start from my position.
It'll start from whatever
How
position
wide is
you're
it?
in.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And and it's only a thin line, so
How
basically
wide is it?
5 feet wide. That and get the lower one, or like that and get the upper one.
Like that and get the upper one.
All right.
Yeah, I don't. Now, do they still have the reflection mechanics in for lightning bolt? Not that it applies here. Not that it's going to be relevant here. Yeah, future reference.
I believe so.
So that doesn't even clip the other 2?
It'll get one of them. It just can't get both
Yeah.
of them because of where they're positioned.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I see that.
But they must make dexterity saving throws.
Sadly, I'm thinking something very much Iron Man-like.
Yeah.
Just kind of hold up a palm.
Big cat's getting some disadvantage there.
Okay. Small cat. What did we say your DC was for that? 13. So, they rolled a 13.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, either way, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the +1 does not affect their ability to make the saving throw.
Correct.
Right. Now, if we had changed or if we were using the new rules that we were making,
Players active.
Right.
Well,
If we were using
it's not
active
like-
rules, then it would have, but in this case, it doesn't.
Okay. Regardless,
Um,
so 13 for the half damage.
13 for the half, and that one is bloodied. And the big cat, which has to make its dex save with disadvantage.
yeah.
Critically fails because of the disadvantage.
Woohoo! That was a worthwhile card.
There you go.
So that damage of 26
26 becomes 52.
becomes 52.
Ow.
And it is bloodied.
That's
Right.
fantastic.
On here, I thought we were gonna have to spend a few rounds to hit it with cold
Yeah.
arrows before it got
It's like-
that way.
I mean, you would have had to if you didn't just do 52 points of accidental damage.
The lightning bolt.
I can see it now. Just holds up his hand. Crack. What the hell?
Nice.
I think it's Cairn's turn.
Yep.
He's
I don't know if we can do
just
anything.
supposed to hold position
Okay.
because I don't think he can do anything. He doesn't have any.
He does not have any ranged capability. He could technically, thwack something with a rock, but
Yeah, I don't think a rock throw is gonna do. He's a good defense, but his offense needs work.
Nah, he's doing great.
Okay.
He's lighting the place up.
He's very useful.
And he body blocked the first fight. He's doing his job, no problems.
the big cat is no longer bloodied. It's still badly injured, but is not bloody. And the warlord, I don't believe actually has. He's going to throw a javelin. He doesn't have a bow, but you know, he also doesn't have anything else to do, so he's going to throw 2 javelins. Actually, nope. He is going to be a warlord.
Yeah.
For the next minute, all of his allies, each ally individually, has a D4 that it can add to a roll of a attack roll or saving throw. So you have 1 floating D4 each.
Okay.
This guy's going to come up and use 2 icy arrows. One hits, 1 misses.
Oh, I'm sorry. That cat has come into harm's way.
I believe that cat is in harm's way.
I believe he is in harm's way.
Okay.
What's the die on that?
It is D4. It is +1 because of your current effect, and you get to and you make it the same damage type as was just done, which in this case is ice.
That's why I waited. Oh yeah.
So your minor cantrip did 10 points of damage.
Mwahaha.
All right.
Hey.
We will do a dexterity check.
Okay, so we couldn't actually skirt the zone.
No,
Oh crap!
it just lined up. It moved it weird for some reason.
It moved up. Yeah.
Which he will pass.
Wow.
Which means the damage is half. So roll 2d6 and half it.
+1.
+1. Yeah, guidance to everyone.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So half of 9 is 4. And Ari, roll for the other one, please.
I'm sorry. Roll for the other. What?
This one down here that we never did the half damage when it passed.
Oh right. Okay. Right.
10 becomes 5.
Take it anyway.
Ain't nothing.
This is a lot. Yeah, this is a lot of nearly 3 damage. I'm taking it. Yeah, I didn't realize the half died.
This is why field controllers who know how to control a field are brutal. And doubly so when you have a party that knows how to do push-pull tricks to just keep multiplying that damage. Which we will demonstrate on Monday when I play a field controller. Poor Jerka. All right, top of the round.
Jerk's gonna. Oh,
Oh, yeah. I'm
poor enemies.
I'm playing the most munchkin-y mother effer that we've ever built. I put together a think tank just to make the character worse than I could do on my own.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
Crowdsourced it out to was it the Dungeon Dudes Discord?
I crowdsourced it out to a few people involved in the Dungeon Dudes Discord and 3 other munchkin-y GMs. You know, GMs who when they play characters like to play munchkins. And we're like, I'm trying to make the munchkiniest field controller that ever munchkin-y controlled a field. What would you absolutely hate to see on your table?
So,
And
is
we
this
built-
guy a pixie or a?
Oh, you'll find out tomorrow. But it's an absolute terror. Yeah, it's.
Wait, I have a question. Could a cook technically make hot sauce, or would that have to be a brewer?
No. Technically, it would be a cook because it's not fermented at all, so it wouldn't be brewing.
Okay.
All right.
I think I may end up being cat food here. Yes, I did it on purpose.
That misses.
Happens.
And Herodium, you're up.
Oh, I guess this would have been. I had to pay attention. I'm trying to remember which cat is the next cat that's going up after me. I don't know if I remember. Okay, actually, it may not matter. I want to hold my action to drop the fairy fire when the mother, like, kind of gets into a cluster with the others during its movement. Can I do that?
So you're holding an action to cast Fairy Fire. So you're using your minor action, and that means your major and your movement are available for you to call at any point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hope I get that right. But let's try.
Mountain Cat is going. It is starting its turn in the area of effect, so it will make a dexterity saving throw. Does being squeezed negatively impact saving throws as well? It would for dexterity saving throws, yes. If a target is squeezing, then when it makes a dexterity saving throw, it is at disadvantage because it literally has nowhere it can move. An 18 will pass, so please do me a d6 plus 1.
Is that mine?
Yes. This guy here. Okay.
It's 1d6 plus 1, so it's already halved.
Yeah. And it is going to move effectively 30 feet. So it is out of the effect, and it is going to get itself a bite of cage. Or entirely not. The big cat is going to move to... No, it can't.
Because it doesn't have that much movement?
Was it right here?
Yeah.
Trying to remember, like, positioning is important.
I think it might have been.
I think it was
here.
one further back, yeah, which is why it's a
Yeah.
problem. Because from there, 50 becomes 25, which in fact does not get it there.
And the template can't be dropped on all three of them right now, can it? Is this circle the same size as the template? Would it catch all three of them?
Is it a 10-foot radius or is it 10 by 10?
20 feet foot square.
20 foot cube.
You could get 2 of them, but not all 3 of them.
This is why I'm supposed to pay attention to where things are in initiative order.
Well, yes.
Yeah. I mean, that third one's still coming up, so I think I'll wait a little bit longer
Okay.
and see if I can get all three of them.
Martin, you are up, sir.
Spawner entered.
Oh.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, and Spawner's getting, never mind, I'll save that. No, wait, it's for the whole round, right? I'm sorry, I'm looking at stream cards for the next turn. Yeah. The Spawner's getting a -4 for, like, this entire round. Because they're going to be a couple
Really?
rolls in there. Yeah.
Okay. That is a 5. And the what is your...
The DC is 14.
The DC is 14.
Yeah.
If I drop a -1,
Then it critically fails.
Yeah, you can do that.
peanuts. Where are the peanuts?
Give me a 2d6 plus 1 damage, please. 12, which is doubled to 24.
Yeah.
It's just bloody.
And the big cat is bloodied again. And now we are back to Martin.
Okay. And of course, my problem is I've got a big cat right behind me.
Yes.
ready to-
Why are you?
Your problem is we're playing big cat, little cat, and you are the little cat. You know what
Yep,
happens to the little
exactly,
cat
and
when the big
little
cat gets to the little cat?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's not pleasant.
Nope. So,
Harry, I want your shirt.
Nice.
okay. Do I still have it? I do. I am going to use an actual spell slot,
Ooh.
and I am going to cast Snare
Okay.
in the area of the big cat.
Okay.
Actually, now let me do ensnaring strike. We'll do that
Okay.
on the big cat.
All right, so you cast Ensnaring Strike as a bonus action.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
And now the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, you have to just.
weapon
Why
attack.
it's so easy.
Yes.
And I don't have a weapon.
You better punch him, boyo.
Boy, did I screw that up, didn't I?
Only if you miss the punch. If you hit the punch, this was brilliant.
Well, in that case,
Remember, you don't have to do damage. You
Yeah,
have
Just
to
have
hit.
to touch him.
Just have to hit it.
Get your
All
rolled
right.
up newspaper.
Advantage. It's the
can I
advantage.
stand on this and not go into the lava?
Can you stand
Right
on?
here.
You're up
You
here,
have
my
advantage to
dude.
hit.
Yeah, I know.
So you
I
want to
have to
move?
risk it.
You want to move
I have
from
to
here to here?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the target of your ensnaring strike?
I think he was thinking you ensnared the one near you.
I was trying to
contain it.
snare the big cat.
Okay. Yes. I mean, it can't do anything about it. It will happen. So yes. And when you go to move, I will get an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah. But to be fair, you're going to get attacked by it anyway.
Which
so-
I'm gonna miss.
Oh,
there
good
you go.
lord. Yes.
So now you're gonna run over here.
And I'm going to be
And
incredibly
punch it with
dumb.
advantage.
I'm going to punch a cat with advantage.
Okay. Slap a cat.
This can't possibly end well.
An academic, not a pugilist. You can still punch them.
I'm going to have to
Use
do
your plus
it this way.
4. Use your plus D4.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use my plus D4.
Right?
You said it was with advantage?
Yes.
Yes, with advantage. Plus D4 with advantage.
Okay. Plus D4. It's still a strength bet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, -2.
So plus half a D4.
Please, for the love of God, make this work. 19.
The advantage.
Its armor class is 18.
Its armor class is 18.
Yes.
And I
So-
got a 19. The face.
All right.
Open the snoot.
Okay.
There's like
It is, however, not restrained.
even with this -4.
Even with its -4.
It's a strength saving throw. Man.
Correct. And it rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it.
Yeah,
Darn
we're going
it.
for that.
Do you have a disadvantage card you want to throw at it for the saving throw?
Do I have enough peanuts?
You won't have time because advantage disadvantage was just played.
Yes, and I do not.
Hold on. Let's go back. I wish I remembered what they all looked like.
Big red D20.
There it is. There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
It is restrained.
Yay!
Wait.
Stay there in the muckety muck.
Right, and here's the best part. While restrained by the spell, the target takes...
1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. So it will be
Actually,
taking...
the second level slot.
Oh, that's true. So 2d6.
Yep.
Does it have any disadvantage?
That's
to
a
saving
good
throw
spell
against
for
the
a
area
warlock.
effect?
Yep.
That's a really
And
good
it's
spell for a
restrained.
warlock.
And it's restrained in the hailstorm.
Yes.
Is that its ability to intersect with the houseman?
Which means A, it starts its turn in the area and can't leave,
Right.
and B, it's restrained, so it automatically fails its dexterity save.
It does. That's what I was thinking.
Field control.
This team is like nothing but field control, and it does. You can do that. You only need like one or two.
I forgot about my +1 to hit and +1 to damage because of the thing. I'm not going to worry about it.
Well,
It's
you
okay,
know what?
we're
We
ready.
can count the damage because you successfully punched it and you are not trained and unarmed, so that means you do 1 point of damage, which becomes 2. So, there you go.
Yay!
And now this
Get him,
one is going to bite at you with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, Karen's got it.
That's a 24, which is not double damage.
Yes. Not double damage, thank goodness.
And is 4 points of damage because it rolled
Oh,
terrible.
good. Yay. Thank goodness for that.
She is going to maintain concentration on the gusto, which means she is going to not be able to do anything else. Because every other spell that she has that can be effective right now is fire-based.
Yeah.
Remy, you are up, sir.
See, I got a kitty cat right next to me, don't I?
You do.
You do.
There's a couple of them, actually.
I guess I'm gonna stretch Maggie with the scimitar.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done the thing yet.
Uh, 22 will hit.
So 8 to 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then a shield bash.
Bash him. Will miss. Please give me...
Actually, no. I can expend the 1d4, yes?
You can, yes. Will hit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Your shield bash allows for a push, doesn't it?
It does.
I'll just go ahead and move him over here.
Yeah.
Yelp.
And 5 points.
All right.
There's a reason I put myself on the edge of this thing.
And roll
Uh-huh.
dex save.
And now this one will roll a dex save back here.
Yeah.
A 36.
Okay, so he's gonna pass that.
It will take
So
1/8
he'll-
damage.
1d6. 1d6 plus 1.
Well, roll 2d6 plus 1, and it will take 1/8 damage, which means 1 point or 2. 1.
1.
Every point in the storm.
I mean,
Fairy fire.
Okay.
I, been holding a metal thing in my hand. I toss it out, lash it. It breaks open above them and breaks open into little prickly points of light that try to stick to them.
Okay. So they are all currently gusted, illuminated, and in the area of the hail of slivers.
Yeah, they do get a dex saving throw against the bigger effects. They're illuminated either way, but the
The little ones.
us having advantage against them, they get a dex throw again, a dex saving throw against them.
Okay, well, the big one cannot pass.
All right.
Yep.
He was gonna have -4 on it already, but now he really can't.
The bottom one will pass, the middle one will fail.
Okay, so these two
Yeah.
people have advantage on to hit,
All right,
and they're all blue and sparkly.
blue and sparkly.
I'm gonna back off just a little bit to
1,
give this other
2,
warrior
3,
room
4,
for it.
5, 6. It's going to be the target of my attack. Remy,
Yay.
congratulations. You did what you wanted to do.
pretty much.
I mean, it is kind of what I'm here for.
So that'll be
Boss aliens?
Remy and
Ooh.
the Warlord.
Bad breath, huh?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend my reaction to brace.
Okay. Oh, 17 points. Take half, which means you take 8.
I have a question.
All right.
Mr. Martin is standing in front of me.
Correct.
Can I get a spear past him?
Because spears have reach, yes.
Okay. So, question is, what do I want to hit? This one or yeah? That one. Okay. I also, this is also the time to order Karn, right?
Mhm.
I want him to block this cat.
Well, I mean, the cat is already in that square, so it's already right next to you. So he can make sure he can keep it from moving forward, but it's already in a touching square, so it can still. It can already
still
not
hit.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a parry or anything. I guess
No.
what he's saying.
No, it currently does not have a parry.
It'll get better with time. Everything does.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Who are you stabbing?
Anyway, my spear.
You can literally stab any of the cats that are currently on the screen.
Except for the
Okay.
one in the hole.
And I have advantage on this because of
Yeah.
the fairy fire if I choose a fairy fire target.
Yeah, which is
Correct.
one of the two top.
I want the big mama.
Okay. So you have advantage from Fairy Fire and advantage from it being restrained, which means you have advantage.
Hey, just making sure. Being thorough.
And that misses terribly. You're not used to
Yes,
you're not
I-
used to attacking with these things. It'll take you a minute.
Eh,
It
It was almost a 20. Did you see? Stupid
But
dice.
it works every time. Every time.
Stupid dice. Okay.
what am I doing here?
And Karen can't really attack, so I guess he'll just stay there.
Okay. Warlord is going to move up. He is going to grab you and pull you out of the way,
Okay.
and that's his turn.
Like get to the back seat, kid. Let me show you how it's done.
So many cats.
And biting on the Remy.
Don't we have a Krolak warrior that didn't go?
I'll have him shoot in a second.
PowerPoints are okay, right?
Oh, I forgot to roll that with advantage. It don't matter if you have advantage or not. All right, so now we'll just do both Krolak warriors, who are both going to shoot at this cat right here because it's the best spot for them to aim without potentially hitting something.
Just envisioning the future comedy.
Okay, good job. 14, 13, 8, 5.
Alright.
Glad we got those rolls in. Herodium, you are up.
Did it die?
Nothing died.
It ran into harm's way for one of those.
All 4 shots from the arrows missed.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you said about the rolls. Okay, never mind. No worries.
Yeah.
One of them looked, almost dead.
Here?
Yeah, probably. Got advantage on him anyway. I mean, the big cat's pretty restrained at the moment, right? So I have a second to target somebody else pretty safely.
And that's a miss.
Even advantage doesn't help me. Alright, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Mountain cat, this one. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Okie dokie.
and it is going to move out of the area of effect, and then
It has something else to do first. It needs to roll a strength save.
for what?
The gust of wind that's on place.
Oh, right. It fails.
Never mind.
It gets pushed back 15 feet.
Bye.
Goodbye. Try again next round.
No, it can still move and fight back against it. It's just it's starting with a slight setback.
Yeah. And then it can't move 60 feet. So, well, no, that would only be 30. So
It doesn't
back
re-enter
there.
the zone again, right?
But it began its turn in there, so it took the damage for this turn already.
It already did. Okay, you can only have one less per round regardless. Okay.
I mean, technically there are ways to make it happen more than once in a turn, but there is no way to make it happen more than once in a round. I'm not going to tell you what the more than once in a turn are, because, you know, you got to figure that out on your own. In any event, none of that affects him. So, now we go on to the big cat.
For he is restrained, and therefore...
I was gonna say he already just automatically fails the zone part first, right?
Yes.
So that just happens no matter what.
So that happens no matter what.
and so does this, because of the wires.
Right.
Question. So he can't crit fail because he automatically failed, right?
Correct, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. Just making sure that it was as intended.
Big ol' flame breath, DC 16. 14.
Did he
DC
make his
14.
strength- Did he make his strength save?
He can attack regardless of if he makes his strength save. Oh, because he'll be pushed back. Right.
He'll be pushed back
He
when he's
can't be
restrained?
pushed back. He's held in place.
He's restrained.
Well, his movement is 0.
I'm going to argue the spirit of the rules is thorns growing up out of the ground mean he can't be moved.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
I mean, it's actually Cat 6 cable without the installation, therefore it hurt.
Nice.
I love
But yeah,
that.
he's restrained because something on the ground is restraining him. That means his position cannot be moved.
He's gonna aim this to catch.
Everybody.
Because he can't. Well, he can't catch everybody. That's his problem. I can get either Remy, or I can get Martin. So he's gonna. Oh wait, no. Martin is in a touching square.
Yeah.
F that. You're getting eaten, brah.
Oh no!
All right. I finally get the opportunity to do attacks
The gulp.
with this model.
Even at low level, we're formidable.
Yep. Pack tactics. He will have advantage.
Yeah.
Multi-attack.
Oh dear.
That suck.
1 bite, 1 claw, and 1 you're not going to like this.
Uh-oh.
Start with the bite.
Uh-oh.
Oh. 22.
+5 does not crit.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Please take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Claws.
Okay.
17.
These attack rolls are normal, aren't they? Because of the restrained condition? Opposing the
Oh,
advantage
you're
tactics.
right. But that also means that the disadvantage that was just played doesn't matter because he already has disadvantage. So we'll get that back. But no, not a bad call because, you know, I've forgotten it too. So,
There's
first
a lot
off,
of effects going on.
the claws attack misses. No, only the first die counts, so the claws attack will still hit. The bite attack
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Bite attack went off first. What was the
also, well, the first one was an 18, so that also still would have hit.
bite? Okay, yes. So the claw attack was a 17.
Correct. Which you will now -1 and it will miss.
Yes.
Okay.
Because peanuts.
Correct.
Third attack.
The one I'm not going to like.
After biting at you, you see its tongue dart out. And 17.
And no, is it on?
It is on cooldown because you just hit it.
Yep.
That one is
What, the card?
that one
Okay, yes.
So you duck out of the way as the tongue lashes towards you, and then you see 3 small, almost look like molten hot thorns miss and strike the wall behind you.
Oh, thank God. Nice. Oh, having said, because I need to make a concentration check.
Yes,
Yes, so let me do that. It's a con save, is it?
correct.
And the DC is 10.
The DC is half of the damage you took to a minimum of 10.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Ah,
So you're good.
okay. So I'll be able to maintain that. That's fine.
All right. Well, that was its one chance. Martin, you're up.
Okay. I'm concentrating on the ensnaring attack. Can I fire off an ED or no? I don't remember the rules.
Yeah, as long as it's not a concentration spell.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
any other.
You can do any other spell that is not concentration based. Doing another concentration based ability will cancel the first concentration based ability.
Right, okay, well, in that case, we'll do a point blank. Eldritch Blast? Let's take the +1. Please roll a repeat. 22 should hit, yes?
Okay. I will remind you,
Mm-hmm.
you are trying to do a ranged spell
Yep.
with 3 enemies in base to base contact.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't do this. I'm just saying if you do this, that is 3 attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I not know that?
Well, I mean, if I try to get out of that area,
It's
still-
3 attacks per opportunity.
True.
therefore,
And you're not the one we gave the Thunder Wave to. Oh darn.
no, I'm not.
Small point. Huddle!
So, well, we're sticking with it.
Okay, just go full combat block.
So 8 more points of machine spirit damage, and I will now suffer the consequences.
Okay. That was 8 to the big cat.
All to the big cat.
Okay. Well, that is 1 less attack of opportunity.
Woo!
We killed the big mama!
That is 7 points of damage from that one.
Okay. Oh, I'm making concentration rolls for no reason.
Right.
I mean, you can keep concentrating on keeping a corpse penned up.
Oh, sure, why not?
It's an option.
It's an option.
And 10 more points of damage from that.
Okay, I'm bloody.
And this one has not breathed. So this one will use its fire breath because it can get the 2 of you. So that is a DC 12, please.
DC 12. What is that, Dex? DC. You said DC 12.
DC
yes?
12 dex, yeah.
Okay.
Was the other fire breath this round, or was it the round before?
That was the round before, and it was a different guy.
Well, just whether or not I had my reaction,
Got you.
which I believe is still the case.
Yes.
I will brace.
We both survived that one. So half damage.
And the damage is 66, so both will take half of 20.
No.
8. I'm down to 7.
I mean, that's still more than none.
It's still more than 0. Eyes, little help here.
She will target this cat in the back. You see that the witch pulls out her staff and fires off a devastating bolt of evil energy.
Real.
Evil, huh?
Yes. Which will hit but not crit. But it will do 18 points of damage to the cat and also knock it prone.
Yay.
Nice.
And Remy, you are up.
Start off with the list Evans.
Okay.
And that's the one that failed the dex save for fairy fire, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this one is.
27.
Will hit and crit.
Hey. So still this one. So it would be 11 points.
Okay.
And then shield bash.
Okay. Will hit but not crit.
19. And take 6 points of damage. And be pushed on top of the other mountain cat.
Alright, it gets
Living.
pushed. It gets pushed back and kind of
No,
like
on top.
let me just finish. It gets pushed back and just slides to its death and stops moving.
Yay!
Hey,
Which is why it doesn't matter if it's on top of the other one or not.
But I wanted it to be on top.
It's corpses on
Fine,
top
we'll
of
just
each
make
other.
it harder for me to be able to do things. Not a big deal. I'm sure you won't mind me taking extra time juggling the tokens to be able to apply your damage. Anything else? Sir?
Just wants to make a body pile.
No, I think that's
If you wanted to make a body pile, they would have pushed it over here where there was already a body.
That's a fair point.
Leo, you're up.
I'm just trying to make life difficult for the other one.
But it doesn't, because it's no longer a target. It's no longer a creature. It is now an object. Therefore, it is not being It's not being, squeezed because it is in a space with an object, not a creature.
Oh, okay. I see. That's what it's about. Okay.
Which is why it didn't matter where we put it. So, Leos, as we were saying.
Healing word.
Okay.
I'm back here, but 60 feet should cover like.
Yeah, 60 feet is more than enough.
everybody. I don't know how much it'll do, but I know people are hurt, so.
It's single target,
Oh,
I believe. Double check.
Yeah, single target 1d4 plus.
Yeah, 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
okay. Martin, I believe, is the lowest.
Yeah.
He just looks the most hurt, so I'm gonna.
He is definitely the most
Martin.
hurt.
yeah.
By lots.
So that was a
1d4 plus 1, and then plus 10 because there was also a healing card played on Martin. So we'll just roll that in. So 1d4 plus 11. 12! 12 points of healing for Martin.
Yay!
Yay! Good idea.
That brings me to 19.
That's better.
I got that. So
That almost gets you out of the way, doesn't it?
Almost. It is out of
It
blood.
does. I'm out of bloody.
By that much. Alright. And Karen will thwack the cat with a rock because he has advantage.
It does.
And he will hit for 3 points.
Yeah.
Yay!
get some damage.
The warlord will attack that cat because he has advantage on it. They've finally gotten close enough that he can start doing things. That was without advantage. Didn't matter. And then he will attack it again with advantage, if he can,
Right.
and miss. And then we'll attack it again with advantage because he can,
Because he's mad at missing the first 2 times.
and miss again.
Oh man. Yeah,
He's having a
bad
rough
round.
night. Krolak Warrior.
I guess his colleague was correct.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
really was.
the dice, they tell a story. And the archer misses twice. And this cat evens. Odds. Odds. Misses. Other Krolak Warrior over here. At the guy and the stuff with the things. I'm just going to roll advantage so I can roll both attacks at the same time. And one will hit.
Yay!
Herodium is up.
Did it die?
It did not die. Before
Then it's
you were
taking
up.
more damage.
All right, give me 1d4 plus 1 of icy goodness. It's still 4. Wait, not to him though, to this guy. And now take your turn.
Okay. I will target the one on which I have advantage, which I believe is that one because it's prone. Does it still work that way? Or is it
No,
not? work?
it's actually the exact opposite for an
Yeah,
archer.
okay, never mind. Then I'll just target this one.
Okay.
God, it's so confusing. Okay. And I just can't get advantage at all. Okay.
Correct. Because everything that you
Fine.
put advantages on is dead.
Fine. Still got my plus 1.
And there's another one for you.
I was gonna say if I need to, I can add the plus 4, but it didn't matter anyway.
Okay. Next.
This mountain cat underneath this other mountain cat is dead?
Yes.
Yes, which you can't tell because someone wanted the 2 mountain cats on top of one another.
Ah,
Sculpture.
This mountain cat is going to take. Stop it. Spell damage.
Okay.
So 2d6 plus 1 halved. 3. And then it will.
Strength save.
Right.
Be knocked back. And then it'll come back forward again into a different square so it's not on top of its brethren. Where it will attack Remy because the player has pissed me off. But that's okay because, you know, he'd prefer him to get attacked instead of the squishy wizard.
Yes. See, it is the meta taunt.
It is. I approve of meta taunting. A 13 is only like half of what it needs to hit you. So that's that. Martin, you are up and somehow still alive.
And somehow still alive. But I'm still completely surrounded.
Yes.
How much does this suck? A lot. Now keep it in mind, the one behind me is prone.
Correct.
That one's dead. That's...
And 10 more points of healing for Martin.
Yay! Let's see, which one is taking more damage? See, no matter what I do, I'm going to end up taking a lot of things again.
And another 10 more points for Martin.
Oh, that brings me back
Oh,
up.
no, that was for Remy. That one's for Remy.
Okay. So I went from 19 to 29 then, which is awesome.
Cast from point blank again. See if you can get rid of one of your 2 attacks of opportunity.
Right.
And you know what?
DPS
This
is an
one?
intractable strategy.
Yep, this one has taken a lot more damage. If I'm not completely mistaken.
I don't think you're completely mistaken.
All right, we'll give it a shot then. Let's do the dog. Come on, guys, give me the things.
Right. Fire.
That will hit.
That will hit, but not crit.
Hit, but not crit.
Shoot, too far. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the +1 anyway. So, well, let me remind myself. +1 here. 8 more points of machine damage.
Okay. It has been machined
And-
8 more times.
And that's what I've got.
Okay. And now what you've got is 2 attacks of opportunity.
Yep. Here we go.
It's past my turn, right? So I can harm's way his shot.
Yes.
Yes, let me do that.
Okay.
Because I gotta tell you, at this point, in all fairness, they've probably used up all those cold arrows. If they have 2 shots around.
This is only like round.
This is round 4.
Yeah, but if they have 2 shots around,
That's
and there were
8
2 of
apiece.
them using them.
So that's 16 total. And you made 40.
Oh, okay. I made 20.
Oh, okay. Well, you made 20.
I only had enough to make 20.
Okay. Well, you still made 20. So
Okay.
they've still got one more round.
Okay, that's fine. Do it anyway.
Okay.
On the off chance it eliminates that one attack of opportunity.
It doesn't.
Good try.
I tried.
Remy gets gnawed upon.
Of course.
He's been naughty.
For 11 points of gnawing damage.
Oh, that's a lot of
Here we
noise.
go again.
So 8.
And gnawed upon. For 6 points of gnawing damage.
So 3.
Why is he taking 3 less on these?
Bulwark.
Okay. I'll give him 6 points
All
back.
right.
So 12 back up to 18. Yay.
And Martin, that was anything else on your turn, sir?
No, nothing else I can do.
Okay.
Wait a minute. The shard.
Mhm.
Is that a reaction or a bonus action?
To cast what?
The healing word shard.
It is a major action.
Shucks. Okay, never mind.
A clothy caster trying to front. Yep. It's a life choice.
Hey, I got the big cat. I don't want to hear it.
You do. This cat is going to be no longer prone,
Yep.
It's dethroned.
and now it will eat at Remy twice, and that will hit. Doing 6 points of damage.
Yep.
Does that become 3? Noctis?
Hmm?
Oh wait, no, it's
On me.
Yeah.
You're pounding on.
Yeah.
Martin right now.
correct.
I thought.
And a miss.
I think it was.
And the witch misses. And Remy's up.
Yay!
Martin the Curious.
So resume beating on the cat that's in front of me.
Go for it. I assume you mean Martin, because that's the cat that everyone's beating on.
No, the one that's in front of me.
Oh,
Not to
okay.
the side.
Oh, well, just turn your model a little bit, and then everything will be fine. There you go.
It's a 23.
Will hit.
Oh, sorry, 24 actually. Let's see. That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay. And it is dead.
And I shall turn around and shield bash, or the one that this one is still up, right?
Yes.
I shall turn around and shield bash that one,
Okay, doke.
or not.
Or no, you won't.
Or
And Leos, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. What do I
He is
want to
definitely within spear range.
This is true. So let's try the spear again. That would be normal.
You have advantage because warlord.
I have advantage. Okay. I guess I'll just roll it again.
Slightly better. 21 and
Let's
keep going.
blow it up.
25.
25. Hit but not crit.
Yep.
Okay, so normal damage.
Mhm.
Can I do my D4 plus?
You can.
From the warlord on that?
You can. That will be a crit. So roll me another d6.
Okay.
All right. 6 points of damage.
More.
It's a living. And
Karen throws another rock at the one he's closest to.
okay.
Yeah.
It might only be 3 points, but chip, chip, chip away.
Great.
He will hit. Okay. And the warlord is going to... I mean, he really just kind of needs to finish this guy off, I guess. And we'll miss. And we'll miss. And we'll miss. Okay. Good times.
He has been living up to his reputation. Jeez.
Oh.
He really is.
Those are not as awesome as the last ones.
Warriors are going to fire at this guy.
Oh.
And that's a miss. And that's a miss. And then the warrior at the top of the order is a miss. And that's a miss. Okay. Good job, everyone.
Story. I made all these beautiful cold projectiles, and none of them are taking.
No, they've taken quite a bit from him. Just not this round.
Or last
Not for the
round.
last 3 rounds.
There was a time when they were taking damage, but now is not that time.
There was, and that time's passed.
Leos gets chomped on by a cat for 10 points of damage and is bloodied. Herodium, you're up.
Okay, so all 4 of the meleeers are injured at this point, right?
No, the 2 meleeers are fine. The 2 wizards, the 2 spellcasters who are in melee are bloodied.
Yeah, well, that's not quite enough people, but, you know, I'm not hitting anything anyway, so... Herodium opens its hand and a glowing orb comes out and gracefully soars up towards the group, flies over, and pulses with a soft, beautiful, warm glow and sound that somehow makes, you know, all my allies in that area feel a little bit better, to the tune of... $16 points of healing.
Okay.
So whoever was injured over here takes up to 16 points of healing.
The warlord will be healed to full. Remy will be healed to full. Leos will be...
No, not quite full. I'm only at 28. But
Are you Remy?
oh, sorry.
Remy will be healed to full. Leos will be healed to full, having only slightly more hit points than that at full anyway. And...
So true.
and Martin is looking better.
Yay!
And then Martin, it is now your turn, sir.
Okay.
On the plus side, there is only 1 cat left that can hit you with an attack of opportunity.
Yep. And therefore,
Did I...
Roll his strength.
He did not roll his strength save, no.
Or his in the area of effect of the roll your spell damage.
No, he wasn't in the. He's
What's
not
the
in the
wizard
area.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, after.
Yeah, he is
Isn't
in the
he dead?
area.
No, he's
Oh,
dead.
he's dead. Never mind. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it's-
Cool. Cool.
Dead, dead,
The
dead.
other one, I don't think you rolled his strength
Yeah,
save.
this one needs to see if he goes flying, which would put him in for his next turn.
Okay.
Yes, I believe we are down to 2 kitties.
Yes.
Okay. So at the start of his turn, he would have been there, or he would have been here, moved to there. Who did he attack last turn? He bit Leos, so I'm going to say that he moved back to there, which means he would have taken the effect of moving through the area of effect. So give me some 2d6 plus 1s. And fails a saving throw and takes 6 more.
Nice.
And now we are correct. Awkwardly.
There we go.
And Martin, now go ahead and do your thing.
Okay. Well,
It's the first little spell doing its job.
we're going to try and get the guy in front of me. Oh. That's a way off. I definitely missed that.
Okie doke.
And that is quite the shame.
So that'll be one, nom of opportunity,
One nom of opportunity.
which we'll miss.
Oh, good.
And the witch. Will blow the crap out of that guy.
Yay!
And Remy, you are up, sir.
Dab and bash. Move here, can't I?
You can.
To get advantage with Karen.
You can.
You shall do that then.
Boop, boop. Good choice.
Thing too.
Yeah.
So that's 26. I seem to remember something special about 27.
That would be because there are armor classes 17.
So let's fix that.
All right. Go ahead and roll your crit.
Somebody already got there.
Yeah, Noctis did.
Okay.
Well, 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then shield bash. With advantage.
It's successful.
22. Normal damage. 4 points damage.
Okie doke. And where do you want to move?
I don't want to move him.
Okay. And Leos, your
Down
turn.
to 5 feet into the air.
Boink.
Once again, do I have advantage at all?
Yes.
Finally.
And roll your damage.
Okay. Just normal, but
Mhm.
5 points. Well, the dice says 5. It's -1, so
Because of your
4.
strength.
Right,
Oh,
but then
that's
it's
right.
plus
And
one
then a
because
plus
the other
1
was-
because of your,
Yep.
your special
preparations.
eatings.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And the warlord will get 3 attacks on a bloodied cat with advantage. He better finish this thing off.
Seriously.
That's a hit.
Wait, at least he has the story he can tell.
Yeah, really.
I mean, there are 2 stories he could tell, and the one he ain't ever going to tell.
See, that's why he needs to end it on a high note. So nobody has to worry about the other one.
And 2 out of 3 hit.
Still better than he's done all night.
If I harm's way, can anybody tell that he's not the one that finished it off? If I finish it off.
Technically, no.
So basically, I'm just buffing his attack a little, right?
Right.
Because did he roll his damage yet?
He did roll this damage. And Rufus is right. I did not roll them with advantage, so I will do this and see if anything is
Good
better.
pressure.
Last one would have hit, so I'll do one more round of damage.
There we go.
Okay.
And now I can harm's way.
And now you can harm's way it.
I'm not helpful.
Okay. And
Trying to
now
help him
regular archers.
It's fine.
With regular arrows. Ain't hitting.
Oh, I thought you said they weren't out of them yet. It's okay.
Well, they have regular arrows. Not icy arrows. But, they've been really good at rolling 16s. 17 technically is a hard roll to hit. You just would expect that it would hit 1 out of 4
Right.
times.
Yeah. 3 rounds in a row it has it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dice, they tell a story, and the story they tell us that these red dudes got real tired. And that's nothing. And Heronium, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it one more time.
Please do.
One more frosty arrow, please, Ed. Come on, pretty frosty arrows. Oh, good God. I hate my life. Did the advantage reset in the chat yet?
You can find out. Yep, go for it.
Yay! One more shot. One more.
One more.
Culinary.
Leave me alone.
Oh, that's
24 will hit.
That'll do it.
Please roll your chili damage and try to roll at least a 1.
Well, as I have a +1, I'm pretty sure I can do that.
That's why I need you to roll a 1, because that plus your +1 would be enough. All right.
Yay! All the double damage you didn't need to do. With one final chilling shot.
With one final chilling shot, the last of the cats goes down.
Yeah.
Yay!
Due to technical difficulties, both between the stream and the NPCs forgetting which end of the bow the arrow came out of, we have run a little bit late, so we're going to wrap fast so that you all can go to bed before you turn into pumpkins, and then we will deal with the aftermath next week.
Okay.
Or perhaps the week after that. Either one. But everyone good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Awesome. Everybody, thank you very much. Oh, chat, who do you want to give a fate point to? Do you want to give it to Martin for being a chew toy? Do you want to give it to Leos for figuring out that the pointy end goes in the other man? Do you want to give it to Remy for back over there? Or do you want to give it to Heronium for is it dead yet, harm's way?
For bacon.
Bacon for being crunchy.
Bacon for face
Crunchy
taking
bacon.
cloth. Yeah,
Martin,
for
Martin.
bathing in silver vine for Fros. So
Bacon has this wonderful game plan for this character. It's high risk, high reward, but he's going to keep throwing himself in harm's way, not the spell, until such time he has all of the fate points, and then he'll do something cool. All right, everybody, if you've enjoyed this story, make sure you show up next week. If you want to see, this was some nice examples of field control in action. If you want to see more nice field control in action, hopefully, check out what I do to Jerica tomorrow. If you want to see a party that has not yet figured out how field control works, check out our campaign on Tuesday. If you want to see Morden return 2 weeks worth of vacation, be here on Thursday. If you want to see 3 little tiny people run around, be here on Friday. If you want to see what is likely the last or second to last episode of Dungeons of Drakenheim, be here on Saturday. And if you want to see the thrilling conclusion to this, then be back here again on Sunday. Thank you all very much. Hope you have enjoyed the show. If you're doing this if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, do all of the things, and we will catch you all next time. Bye.